Hi everyone, I'm Ron Cantor and you're watching Out of Zion on GODTV. And in our next two episodes, coming right here from Kasari with this beautiful amphitheater behind me, I'm going to talk to you about the most misunderstood verse in the New Testament. Those who embrace replacement theology, the idea that God is finished with the Jewish people and they have been deleted or replaced by the church, love to quote one verse in particular, sadly out of context. Today, we will show you what it really means, the all-time favorite verse of those who believe that the church has replaced Israel is Galatians 3:28, which states, "There is neither Jew nor Greek, there is neither slave nor free, there is neither male nor female, for you are all one in Messiah Yeshua." They say that it's clear. In the new covenant, Jews are done away with. Now, maybe that seems like what it's saying at first glance, but taking that view causes you to miss the powerful message that Paul is seeking to communicate. Let's take a look. Number one, notice he says that there are no Greeks. Well, I was just in Greece a few weeks ago, in fact, and there seems to be a few of them still around. Number two, he said there's no longer male nor female, and yet I am pretty sure I'm still a male and my wife is a female. She was the one who kept on getting pregnant in the early years of our marriage, and amazingly, it never even once happened to me. Number three, the same Paul tells Jews in Romans 3 that there is much value in maintaining their Jewish identity. And he states in chapter 11, the gifts and calling of God to Israel are irrevocable. So what is he saying? Well, first, sometimes we take the Bible too literally because, after all, it is the Word of God. Now, don't get me wrong. What I mean is that we make no room for hyperbole, a figure of speech in which exaggeration is used for emphasis or effect. And yet the Bible is full of it. Yeshua said that we should cut off our hand and gouge out our eye so as not to sin. He also told us to hate our parents to illustrate how much we should love God. And Paul, goodness, he told the Galatians that he wished that those who were demanding that the Gentiles would be circumcised would actually not merely get circumcised themselves, but go further and become emasculated. Ouch. It's in the Bible. I used hyperbolic speech to get you to watch this video when I said that Galatians 3:28 is the most misunderstood verse in the New Covenant. I don't actually have scientific proof for that. In all these cases, hyperbole is used to make a point. And in Galatians 3:28, Paul uses the same literary style for emphasis. For example, Israel is a nation of immigrants. Jews have come from Morocco, like my wife's family, from Ethiopia, from Iran, France, and even India. Now imagine that there were tensions between Israelis from different backgrounds, and we called a meeting. I take the microphone and I say, here today, there are no Moroccans, there are no Iraqis, there are no Ethiopians, no Frenchmen, just Israelis. Nice speech, but technically not true because there are Ethiopians and Moroccans. But my point would be clear. The greater thing that unites us is that we are all Israelis. What Paul is saying is that despite our different roles, callings, gender, and ethnicity, the importance of those things pales in comparison to our unity in Messiah. They are important, but not as important as being together in the one new man. You see, in Judaism, you were assumed to be less favored if you were a female, a slave, or a Gentile. Every morning, an Orthodox Jew will pray from the Siddur, the Jewish prayer book, "Blessed are you, O Lord our God, King of the universe, that you did not make me a Gentile, a slave, or a woman." Scholars believe Paul was reacting against this non-biblical sentiment, saying that in Yeshua there aren't any distinctions that would prevent anyone from enjoying relationship with the Father. The great revelation is, and you have to put yourself in the mindset back then, is that non-Jews can enjoy salvation in the Jewish Messiah to the same extent as a Jew without becoming one. God's love for the non-Jewish female slave is equal to his love for the Jewish male free man. That's the revelation, that God receives all of us through the blood of Yeshua. In part 2, we're going to go even further to prove in no way could Paul have been saying that God is finished with Israel. Now make sure to visit GOD.TV so you never miss an episode, and you can find me at roncantor.com.
Please follow Ron on Twitter and Facebook at Ron S. Cantor to find out more about Ron and his ministry. For more information on GODTV and the Out of Zion programs, or to view these programs again, go to god.tv/Zion.